Welcome back to Good Morning Football. You can tweet the show at #GMFB, but we are headed to journalism school. Come with us. It's fun school, I promise. We're going to go over some topics to answer the questions who, what, when, why, all of those. So first up, the who. Who, person, player, coach, or team, needs a win the most in Week 5? Nathaniel Burleson.
Well, I'm going with the winless team, and that's the Arizona Cardinals. They're 0-4 right now. And you know, who would have thought before the season that they would have two quarterbacks? Bradford, who we kept saying, when he's healthy, he's going to play great. Rosen, who was the guy that they went out and said, this is going to be our future. You get the return of David Johnson. Larry Legend is still there. They got playmakers on defense. Are they going to make something happen in NFC West? No, not right now. So just looking at the squad, and they've been getting beat up on the first game is ridiculous. I don't even believe they crossed the 50, I believe it was. Second game, I'm sorry. Thank you for the correction, Trace. They didn't even cross the 50, and I'm looking at the next three games. 49ers in division, the Vikings, who are struggling, the Broncos. Like, these are games they could win. So for me, I'm looking at these guys to kind of get off schneid. Everybody else did. At some point, they got to catch the rhythm and start figuring out who they are as a team. So Cardinals, they need a win.
You know, obviously, the 49ers need a win. They're 1-3. The season's on the skids. They lost Garoppolo. But we need the 49ers to get a win as well.
Talk about
it. I know what you mean.
There are primetime games coming up. 4 primetime games in the next 5 weeks feature the 49ers.
4?
So when you look at that right there, think about what we got as an audience, as a show, as a country. The Niners need to be relevant because the ratings have been good. Football's been exciting. I can't be watching a 13-10, slugfest with the Arizona Cardinals this week. I need to see the Niners come out and be dominant and get a win. Because if you go 2-3 and then you win against the Raiders, suddenly you're 3-3, and now we've got something to rally around primetime. But primetime, national television, the NFL, we need the Niners to start winning some games.
Triggs makes it about us. I love it.
We need the Niners.
Always. Look, we got to put food on the table. I've watched the Niners and I've watched the Cardinals this year, and both of them have had their struggles. They both had a lot more going on than the New York Giants. What the hell is this? A win? How about we get a couple of touchdowns? They got nothing. Haven't scored 30 points in 3 years. They got this guy, they got that guy, they got Bubkiss. They need a win bad, and they need a big-time win, like a 46-20 pipe dream of a win. Last year, the Browns went 0-16, and I think the Giants were a bigger disaster than last year. I think this Giants team is worse than last year's Giants team. It is abysmal right now. Full-on DEFCON 1 crisis. Let's go.
Last year, the Lions swept the Packers. I know Aaron Rodgers wasn't on the field for those games, but the Packers have the Lions this week. This is a game they actually have to win. They're 2-1-1. The Bears are looking real hot. The Vikings could figure it out down the stretch. And after this, guys, they've got the Rams. They've got New England, and they've got Minnesota. So to me, this is that game you gotta win. Yeah?
Have to. Those 3 coming up.
Yeah, for
All
sure.
right, next topic is the What in Journalism 101. What is the most intriguing Week 5 storyline, Kyle?
What the hell's going on with the New York Giants?
Again?
What's going on with the New York Giants?
Down.
Okay, we drafted a running back number 2. We got a guard in the 2nd round. We brought in a Pro Bowl left tackle. We can't run the ball at all. We're 27th in rushing. What's going on with this team? We made Odell the highest paid receiver in NFL history, and he's Ruben Randall. Like, they got nothing. Nothing. And I don't blame him. I've watched the cut-ups. I've watched the Baldy breakdowns. Nothing. Tony Romo says every pass goes 3 yards in the air. Baldy says every pass misses them by a mile. Nothing. Nothing.
Is that what you put on the back pages?
Okay, they got nothing. Nada. Let's go.
What do you got, Nate?
I feel you.
Shout out to Ruben Randall, who just got off the drive.
Another LSU?
The vein is popping out of my guy's neck. I feel you. And I feel the frustration.
Ruben Randall sitting at home like, come on, dude.
The season.
Nothing.
So true. I feel you.
Tell me they got something.
You're right, though.
You're right.
Least interesting team in football.
Give me the Arizona Cardinals right now over the New York Giants in a double digits.
Whoa.
Double digits.
He's screaming.
Deserve no better.
I feel you, bro.
I feel like Adam Shine.
Deserve no better.
You might as well go full Odell right now. You want to scream?
You guys have
want to
seen
do?
him?
You want to do Odell?
Do you want to do Odell?
No. They got nothing.
All right.
Nothing.
All right, let's move this show along. All right, I'm going with Pat Mahomes versus the Jags because Pat Mahomes is on fire. We know the 14 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 4 games, all that. That's fine. He knows the playbook. He can drop back and do traditional quarterback play. He can scramble for touchdowns like we're watching here. But what I'm concerned about is that left-handed pass and what that does for the psyche. I know he's feeling himself, and rightfully so, man. Enjoy this ride. Yeah, no, I mean, in a good way, Shrakes, where he knows he's the leader, he knows the playbook, he knows he can go out there and win games. But I'll tell you one time when I was returning in this league, and I was leading the league in returning yards, I really got in my zone, and I was catching everything behind 10 yards. Coach said, don't catch any. I just wanted to get a 100-yard return. I was like, Coach, I can do it. I'm that good. There were punts going over my head, and I was catching it like Willie Mays. It's just a no-no. And a couple of times, I tried to do that and got blasted, balls flying out. I had to humble myself and say, Nate, you're getting a little bit too full of yourself. Relax and just be the player that you were. Occasionally, you can sauce it up, put a little mustard on a hot dog. But I'm just curious: is Pat Mahomes going to continue to do something? It's almost like outdoing yourself. You know what I mean? Like we oftentimes say, playing against your ghost, like in Mario Kart. Is he going to go out there and try to do another left-handed pass, or no look, or even, I don't know, behind the back? I'm just curious to see what's the next evolution of Pat Mahomes. Does he take it back? Or does he step it up a little bit more?
Such a good call.
Yeah.
Tough matchup.
I'm excited for Monday night's game.
Are you?
The Redskins play the Saints, and for me, the storyline that's interesting, I know what we're talking about, is Mark Ingram coming back to the Saints. And what's interesting is we talk so much about the Chiefs offense.
Yeah.
We talk so much about the Rams offense, even the Bears offense. Saints offense has been electric the last few weeks. They're putting up crazy numbers. And the juju is so good, it's almost like, all right, can it get even better? The answer is yes. Mark Ingram brings something to that offense that is completely different than what Kamara brings, completely different than when Michael Thomas brings. I can't wait to see Mark Ingram back because I think he's got fresh legs. Yep. And if you had told the Saints you're going to be 3-1, have this electric offense, and then you get Ingram back, I think they would sign up for that. And that's a good start to the season. Saints usually start off slow. We know they always have those 0-2 starts. They get Ingram, who might be a top 10 running back in this league, to join already a top 5 offense. I am so excited to see him on the field.
Is he excited to be back? Like, did he meet them somewhere?
He went.
At
When they
midnight,
landed
right?
at the airport after their win last week, Mark Ingram was waiting at midnight at the gate to greet them.
Like
And
a
walked-
fan.
At the moment, he can be with his team, right?
And walked from there to the airport parking lot with Alvin Kamara.
Yeah.
These guys love
That
each
sends a
other.
Is he
message,
the
bro.
one who unseats Vance McDonald?
It could be him, and it could be Devontae Freeman, who's also coming back. So it's the league of extra angry gentlemen. We got it. We got a contender.
The game I'm going to talk about, Juju with the Saints. Juju needs to have a game for these Steelers because they are welcoming the Falcons to town. You do not. Is this a loser go home?
Feels like it.
Situation. You can't be 1-3-1 or 1-4 and get to the playoffs. 1-4 teams have a 6% chance of making it there. The Falcons and Steelers both super talented, and they're going to give it their all on both sides of the ball. This seems like a must-win playoff atmosphere sort of matchup for the week.
100%. Loser goes home. Loser leaves town.
Loser leaves town. All right, he's been suspended for the season so far. Ingram is due back, of course. Julian Edelman finally back for the Patriots. He'll be on the field tomorrow night. Will he be the answer, though, to all of Brady's problems? Brady has problems? I don't know.
Yeah.
The man known as Nuke in his natural habitat, the end zone. I love this. Texan superstar DeAndre Hopkins joining the show.
Can't wait for my kid to ask for dessert.
You shouldn't have to go broke to keep from going bald. That's why I switched to Keeps. Keeps gives me access to personalized, FDA-approved treatments for half the price. Keeps. Keep your hair for half the price. Get your first month free at Keeps.com.
It's you again. The vicious one. Ready to attack. You make short work of anything that crosses your path. And today will be no different. When you need to conquer the nastiest, most ferocious projects, fight hard with T-Rex tape. Ferociously strong tape.
For those who peer into rock pools and gaze up at starry skies and seek out places with strange names and curious histories and quietly ponder the vastness before them, asking why, where, and how. This is Curiosity Stream, where you can stream incredible documentaries from the world's best filmmakers, on demand and on any device anywhere in the world. Exclusive programs updated weekly that explore the big questions in science, technology, history, and nature that reward your curiosity and feed your brilliant, inquisitive mind. Monthly subscriptions start at just $2.99 a month. Long live the curious. Start your free trial today at curiositystream.com.
Oh, Eric! I didn't know you were with the UPS store.
Yeah.
We printed that sign.
I thought you just did shipping.
Oh, no. We do printing, packing, notarizing, faxing, shredding, mailboxing, taping, laminating, consulting, trading, designing, returning, and, of course, shipping.
I can't feel my legs. I should really get him home.
From printing to packing to mailboxing, go to the UPS store for everything your small business needs. And of course, shipping.
Most shirts fit me like a tent. The sleeve area is usually too short.
Fit is always an issue.
Luckily, I found M. Tailor. M. Tailor measured me in 30 seconds using their digital tailor technology with my phone. At just $49 for a custom